Hi Libra, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. Okay, so this month we have a lot of planets changing signs. We have Mars moving into Gemini on the 3rd. We have a new moon in Pisces on the 13th. And then Mercury moves into Pisces on the 16th, and then Venus moves into Aries on the 22nd, and then we have a full moon in your sign, Libra, in your 7th house axis, first 7th house axis. So, I'll get into the astrology later, but definitely full moon, something is coming to culmination in a relationship this month, completion. And we'll see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say for Libra in terms of love and relationship for the month of March. What is coming up for March 2021 for Libra? What is coming up? What does Libra need to know about March 2021? What does Libra need to know about love for March 2021? What is coming up for Libra for love and relationships March 2021? Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, the Two of Cups. Love. The Queen of Swords. The Hangman. The Seven of Wands. The Three of Cups. The Page of Wands. The Two of Swords. The Magician. The World, and the King of Pentacles. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Two of Cups, you have the potential to connect with someone this month. The Two of Cups is a soulmate connection card. It's when two people really understand each other. Two people who are well suited to each other. They just finish each other's sentences. It's almost like, it's a soulmate connection. What else can I say? What's crossing you is the Queen of Swords energy. Now, that could be your energy, Libra, because it's a sword energy. But the energy of the Queen of Swords, and this could be male or female, is one of coming across as unapproachable. So you have this wall built up around you, and you're kind of like, you have the potential for love, but you're keeping it at a distance for some reason. Maybe you've gone through certain things in the past and it's made you more cautious, or you're just being more discerning about who you associate with. You're really being selective, because the Queen of Swords energy, she makes decisions based on logic and what makes sense instead of her emotions. So whereas the other cards, like the Cup cards, let's say, they care about, love, they make decisions based on their feelings, whether it makes sense or not. But, the air signs, the sword cards are representing the air signs. They do a lot of thinking before they take action. They don't just act willy-nilly. They analyze. They look at everything, especially Libra. You look at both sides, like, okay, if I do this, what will happen? If I do that, what will happen? And how is this going to affect that? And, sometimes you're too much in your head, because love is about the heart, coming from the heart, not the head, So that could be blocking you, because this is in a blocking position. So you could be blocking love by being too analytical or too using your mind when you should be coming from the heart. You have the Hangman in the past. So this is a card of feeling like you're in limbo or having to have patience. You might even be considering giving something up for something better, making a sacrifice because the Hangman is always, it's an improvement, but it's you have to give something up to get this other thing. So you have to make a decision about, do I want to take that sacrifice? Do I want to take that chance? Because a part of you have this Four of Cups here, energy. A part of you is not really happy with your current situation. And you're thinking, I don't feel valued. I don't feel appreciated. I'm bored. Maybe I should see what else is out there. You have that kind of feeling. You've been feeling that way. But you haven't really been taking action to bring something new in. You've been just considering your options. And with the Four of Cups energy, sometimes like a cup is being offered to you, love is being offered to you, but you're not reaching for the cup. You're in this place of dissatisfaction. It's a card of, I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know what I want. So you're in this place of indecision, not sure if what you want. And so all those things could be blocking this Two of Cups connection. And in the recent past, you have the Seven of Wands, which means that you have the upper hand. Seven of Wands is overcoming obstacles to achieve success. You have the vantage point. So this person is, if there's something that has to do with competition, so if you're interested in, being in a relationship with someone, but you're competing with other people, you have the upper hand. So you don't have to really worry about the competition. You are the chosen one. You're the favored one. Another way that this card, and you can overcome any obstacles. So even if the obstacles are the ones that you've put up, you can overcome them. You may be even working on overcoming these obstacles. Maybe you're aware of it. Like, I don't know if I want to accept this love. I don't know what I think. You've been overthinking and you realize that. But also the Seven of Wands is about setting boundaries and standing up for what you believe in. So there could be, maybe you've wanted to do something and you're afraid of the opposition. Like, will people not approve of what I want to do? Will I have to defend my position? Will I have to defend my reasoning for why I'm choosing to do this or that, or choosing not to do something? Because not acting is a choice also. A lot of times people get caught up in, I don't know what I should do, and they don't do anything. But they don't realize, like, not doing something is choosing as well. It's like you're just not doing it. So that has an effect as well, as action has an effect, and not taking action has an effect on the outcome. So, sometimes you just can't have everything perfect. You have to just take a stand and let the chips fall where they may. Make a decision, because otherwise you're going to be in this constant state of limbo. The Hangman is also a card of limbo, being in neither here nor there. You're like on the fence. And here's the Two of Swords, which is another card of being on the fence, being of two minds, not being able to make up your decision, to make up your mind. So because you can't make up your mind, you're kind of like nothing's happening. You're blocking the energy from coming in. But there's that potential. Now, coming up in the future is the Three of Cups. Now, sometimes the Three of Cups can mean a third-party situation, a love triangle. So it could be you maybe trying to choose between two people, or you be, interested in someone where there's competition. It could also mean a party or a celebration. And the Page of Wands is a message coming in. So it could be that there's some kind of social thing coming up in the future, and you might get invited to someone might invite you out to socialize, or you might go to some kind of party or celebration. Sometimes the Three of Cups can also be, birth, engagement, parties, celebration. And also feeling supported, being around friends and family that you really feel comfortable with. But in this card is more emphasizing the love triangle aspect. There's this guy in the middle of two women. And they're both kind of vying for his attention. So it could be that you're in a situation where you have to choose between two people. The Page of Wands, though, is a message coming in. So you might receive a message that helps you to decide, or there could be an invitation. But the Page of Wands is usually good news. Now, in your fear fact sector, you have the Two of Swords. So this is a card where you're not really communicating with someone, or there's like there's been like a stalemate between two people, and you're trying to make a decision, and you're on the fence, like, I don't know what I want to do. And that's a typical Libra problem. You know, I don't know which one to choose. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to do. It's possible that fear is holding you back from taking action. In your environment, you have the Magician. So the people around you, they think you're very talented. They think that you're capable of doing anything. You could be connecting with someone who's really good, a good communicator. Magician could be is ruled by Mercury. So it could be a Gemini or a Virgo, or even just someone who's very talented, who has a lot of skills, very good with communication skills, good communicator. You could be forming a relationship with someone that you really feel that you have good communication. You understand each other. You could talk about anything. Coming up in your wish fulfillment, you have this World card. Now, the World is a great card because it means completion, everything coming together, everything working out. And sometimes it can mean taking something to the next level. So for those of you who are in a relationship, you might be thinking, you know, I really like this person. I want to take it to the next level. I want to get closer. The World can also mean world travel. It can mean ending one cycle and then starting a new cycle. You're ready for something new. You're like, one relationship cycle might be completing or ending, and you're ready to connect with a new person or a new energy coming in. You're ready to move to a higher level in relationship. Because the World card is really a great card. It's success, it's joy. Like you're like existing in a state of grace. So you could some of you might finally find that soulmate. If you can work out some of the blocks and the indecision, and, you know, make a decision and make a choice, it could lead to something that would be very beneficial. And you have this King of Pentacles as an outcome. It could be an Earth sign. You could be connecting with someone with Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone who's very secure in their life, cares about family, cares about material things, material security, having a nice home, having a place. They have money. They're comfortable with money. They don't have any money problems. They will offer you security. They offer you financial security, emotional security. They may not be the most exciting person in the zodiac, but they are stable and reliable. So you have that to think about. You know, a lot of times we get attracted to people that are fun and exciting, but they're not reliable. You know, they're heartbreakers, or they're here today and they're gone tomorrow, or they're, you know, you never know where you stand with them. With this person, if this person commits into a relationship, they are serious about it. They're not playing. So you have the potential for a stable relationship. And you can manifest anything. The Magician gives you the skill to manifest. You just have to believe that it's possible. And you have to focus on what you want and what you want to create. And release the fear. Or get out of your head and move into the heart energy. Don't be afraid to feel. Drop the guard. The Queen of Swords energy, she has her guard up. So you maybe need to drop your guard in March to allow love to come in. And if it's the King of Pentacles, this could be someone you already know, because it's a king. There could also be someone that you're just getting to know, the Page of Wands. That could be a fire sign energy, a newer relationship. So it could be that you're trying to decide between something that is stable and secure and something that's a little bit more risky, a little bit more, maybe somebody younger, or there's an age difference somewhere. But you have to get off the fence with this Two of Swords. Somebody has to break the ice. Somebody has to take action. Somebody has to reach out and drop their guard. You need to sit down with someone and have a head-to-head talk. And you may find that when you start communicating, you have a lot in common. So let's see what the astrology has to say here. So your new moon is happening in the 6th house. That's the house of your work environment. It's also the house of health. So you could have a new health regimen. You could be deciding to take better care of your health. With Venus and Neptune there, you could be getting involved in some type of healthcare profession. Neptune is about service and caring for others. Venus in the 6th, you're getting along better with your co-workers. Things are getting to be more harmonious in the work environment. There could even be an attraction from work, someone that you work with might be attracted to, if you're not involved with, if you're not committed. You have Mars in the 9th, trining Saturn in the 5th. So if you do initiate, if there's some Saturn in the 5th house is the house of romance. Now Saturn, and it's the house of fun. Saturn is not a fun planet, Saturn means work, Saturn means commitment, Saturn means, discipline. And Saturn presents obstacles. So there could be some obstacles that you have to overcome before you can enjoy the energy of the 5th house. Maybe you're always working and you don't have time to get out there and date. So you have to, make time. But Saturn also represents stability and longevity. So if you do take the initiative, you could be creating something that lasts a long time, something that's stable and solid. And Mars in the 9th, you have to get out there. You might, if you are connecting with someone new, it could be someone that you meet while you're traveling, or it could be someone from a different culture, different country, different belief system, someone who's culturally different than you and expands your world. Mars is also in the 9th. You might be thinking about either teaching or going back to school, getting more training. Because the 9th house is the house of higher education, teaching, learning. It's also your belief system, your spirituality, knowledge, wisdom. Maybe you want to share your wisdom with the world. You have Uranus is in the 8th house. It's going to be there for the next at least 5 years. So it's shaking up those areas. The 8th house is the house of transformation, money that you get from other people, resources, sex, death. Well, sex in a sense of an intimate connection. Not so much like sex really is the 5th house when it's recreational, but the 8th house sex is more soul union kind of bonding, where you get to know someone at a deep level. And Uranus, if you have any blockages to intimacy, Uranus is going to blow those out of the water. Uranus wants to free you from anything that's preventing you from really connecting with someone. Now Mercury is in the 5th house. It will be moving into Pisces on the 16th. And so then it'll be in your 6th house. And it's making an aspect to Pluto. So you've been through the mill with Pluto going through your 4th house. It is just it's just shaking up your whole foundation, your world. You've been dealing with family issues, dealing with mother issues, dealing with childhood issues. But Pluto is like dredging all that stuff up so that you could heal from it. If you have anything that needs healing, Pluto will help you to do that. And when you come out of this transit, you will feel like a new person, like you've been reborn, like you're starting from ground zero and you're creating a new life. Now, Venus will move into Aries, which is favorable to your sign on the 22nd. And when it does that, it's going to be in your 7th house. And so that's just before the full moon. So that on the 28th, we'll have that full moon in Libra. So when Venus goes into the 7th house, you could have an opportunity for a new beginning in love, to have some kind of partnership. Because Aries, Venus in Aries is a go-getter. Aries, is the warrior. Venus doesn't really like the energy of Aries. She would prefer a more laid-back energy. But it may bring someone may make a move toward you, because Venus in Aries is aggressive. It's, she initiates, which is not like Venus. Venus doesn't like, Venus is more, she would rather receive love than initiate. Which she will be more that way when she moves into Taurus, one of her home signs. But anyway, you have Venus and the Sun. At this full moon, the Sun and Venus are coming together in your 7th house. So something is completing. Something may be revealed at this time. Someone may reveal their feelings for you, or you may reveal your feelings for them. But you're going to see some truth around relationship at the full moon, or something completes. Maybe if you're interested in someone, you make an initial, someone, you go out, you decide to connect. Or if there's a relationship and you're not happy, you may decide to end it. Or you may decide to finally take action to do, just to help to save it, or make a decision. I feel like you might be making a decision at the full moon about a relationship, because certain things will come to the surface. Now, you have Mercury and Neptune in your 6th house around this full moon in Pisces. So, you want to make sure that you're communicating clearly with people at work, because there could be some misunderstandings. If there's any kind of health thing, you want to make sure that you're taking care of your health, that you're resting, you're not overdoing it. Mars is going to be in the 9th house, and it's going to be conjunct the North Node. And Saturn in the 5th house is trining the North Node and Mars. So anything that you start this month has the potential to bring fun into your life, to bring joy into your life, and to last. You could finally be connecting with someone that you could have a serious partnership with, if you don't have that already. For those of you who are not in a relationship, if you're looking for love, you could connect with someone that you could have a serious connection with, a really intimate connection, someone that brings fun. But you have to drop the guard and, let people know how you feel. Let people know you're open to love, at least. Don't be so like, I don't know, you might be kind of like pushing people away, and they're going to leave you alone because, like, oh, he or she is not, looks really serious. I don't know if they're not approachable, You may not feel that way, but you might be giving off that vibe, like, don't come near me. I'm okay alone. I'm independent. I don't need anyone. But if you're looking for love, drop that guard. Get off the fence. Just, make a decision and see where it goes. And if it's if you don't like where it goes, then make another decision. But don't get caught up in analysis paralysis, because when you're stuck and you don't do anything, when you're not taking action, then you're just stagnating. You're just stuck in the mud. Then you have that limbo feeling, that frustration, like nothing's moving in my life. It's better to make a decision and regret that decision than to just lose out because I didn't do anything. It's better to have, because that's, you just have to get off the fence. And because I think that good things are available for you, you just have to get off the fence and take action and break the ice. And if you don't do it, so you may get a message. Someone may connect with you or want to connect if you don't get off the fence. So anyway, I hope this is my reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click on the like button. Click on the subscribe button. If you would like a reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website. And enjoy March, Libra. Have a wonderful March. Drop your guard. Let love in. And I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.